Welcome to our journey through the fascinating history of ancient Egypt. Today, we'll explore the reasons behind its fall, a civilization that thrived for over 3 millennia. So, how did such an advanced civilization crumble? Let's delve into the historical, political, and environmental factors that contributed to the fall of ancient Egypt. Imagine a kingdom divided. Periods of strong, centralized rule were punctuated by times of internal strife and weak leadership. Ambitious governors vying for power would challenge the pharaoh's authority, leading to civil wars that weakened the kingdom from within. These internal conflicts made Egypt vulnerable to outside forces. One such period of instability led to the invasion of the Hyksos, a foreign power who ruled parts of Egypt for over a century. It's a reminder that even the mightiest empires can be brought low by internal divisions and a lack of unity. As Egypt grappled with internal struggles, it faced a series of external threats that would forever alter its history. A new threat emerged: powerful empires with their eyes on Egypt's riches. First came the Hyksos, a Semitic people who introduced new technologies and weapons. Then the Assyrians, known for their brutal military tactics, followed by the Persians, who sought to expand their vast empire. Each invasion chipped away at Egypt's strength, leaving its once mighty civilization vulnerable and fragmented. The Hyksos brought chariots and composite bows, revolutionizing Egyptian warfare. The Assyrians, with their iron weapons and siege tactics, further weakened the Egyptian state. The Battle of Pelusium in 525 BCE marked a turning point in Egyptian history. The Persians, under the command of Cambyses II, crushed the Egyptian forces and captured the pharaoh, Psamtik III. This defeat signaled the end of Egypt's independence for centuries to come. The Persians imposed their rule, integrating Egypt into their empire and exploiting its resources. Picture the young Alexander the Great, a military genius, marching into Egypt in 332 BCE. His arrival was seen as a beacon of hope by the Egyptians, who were weary of Persian domination. The Egyptians, weary of Persian rule, welcomed him as a liberator. Alexander's conquest was swift and decisive, and he was hailed as a pharaoh. However, Alexander's conquest marked the beginning of the end of ancient Egyptian rule. His successors, the Ptolemies, would rule Egypt as a Hellenistic kingdom, blending Greek and Egyptian cultures. Finally, in 30 BCE, the Roman Empire absorbed Egypt into its vast domain, ending an era. The once great civilization of the pharaohs became a province of Rome, its rich history and culture forever changed. Imagine a once thriving marketplace bustling with merchants from distant lands. Now picture that marketplace dwindling, the flow of trade reduced to a trickle. Over-reliance on agriculture made them vulnerable to environmental changes. Trade routes shifted, and Egypt lost its status as a major trade hub. The decline wasn't sudden, but rather a gradual erosion of economic power. As Egypt's economic fortunes waned, so too did its ability to maintain its vast armies and infrastructure. The pharaohs found their resources stretched thin. This economic decline created a vicious cycle, further diminishing Egypt's ability to resist its enemies. Imagine the Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, as a powerful yet unpredictable force. For millennia, its annual floods had brought fertility to the land. But what happens when the river's rhythm is disrupted? Periods of drought spelled disaster. Crops withered, famine stalked the land, and social unrest followed. On the other hand, excessive flooding could be just as devastating. Such events could wipe out entire harvests, leading to widespread suffering. These environmental changes played a significant role in weakening the kingdom. It's a reminder that even the most advanced civilizations are ultimately dependent on the delicate balance of nature. Imagine a chariot race. The Egyptian chariots, once the most advanced in the world, are now being overtaken by sleeker, faster vehicles. This image captures the essence of Egypt's technological stagnation. While Egypt had made impressive strides in earlier periods, it began to lag behind rising powers like the Greeks and Romans. The Egyptians were slow to adopt new technologies and military strategies. Their once feared armies found themselves outmatched by opponents wielding iron weapons. This technological gap left Egypt vulnerable. It was a recipe for disaster in a world where innovation and adaptation were essential for survival. Let's shift gears and talk about the pyramids, those iconic symbols of ancient Egypt's grandeur. The Great Pyramid of Giza is a masterpiece of engineering and precision. It's so precisely aligned with the cardinal points that it puts our modern compass to shame. How did they do it? Some theories suggest they used the stars to achieve this incredible accuracy. Imagine Egyptian priests, their eyes fixed on the night sky, guiding the pyramid builders. The pyramids continue to inspire wonder and speculation. They stand as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Egyptians. Imagine a world where pictures tell stories, where symbols hold the keys to knowledge and history. That was the world of the ancient Egyptians and their fascinating writing system hieroglyphs. The Egyptians used over 700 hieroglyphs, representing sounds, ideas, or even entire words. Imagine the scribes, those masters of communication, carving these intricate symbols into stone, papyrus, and pottery. Deciphering hieroglyphs was a monumental task until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799. The Rosetta Stone provided the key to unlocking the secrets of hieroglyphic writing. Thanks to it, we can now read the ancient texts and understand the Egyptians' beliefs and stories. Imagine a time when surgery was performed without anesthesia, a time when the very thought of pain relief during an operation was non-existent. The ancient Egyptians, with their limited resources, had to rely on their sheer willpower and resilience to endure such procedures. Wounds were treated with honey, a natural substance they discovered had remarkable healing properties. Honey was not just a sweet treat, but a powerful antiseptic that helped prevent infections. This was the world of ancient Egyptian medicine, a blend of practicality and advanced techniques. Their medical practices were a testament to their deep understanding of the human body and their innovative spirit. Egyptian doctors possessed remarkable knowledge of anatomy and disease. They performed complex surgeries, set broken bones with precision, and used a variety of tools that were ahead of their time. They developed treatments for eye ailments, understanding the importance of vision and striving to preserve it. Their eye treatments were sophisticated, involving various herbs and surgical techniques. Imagine a papyrus scroll, filled with detailed anatomical drawings and descriptions of surgical procedures. These scrolls were like ancient medical textbooks, guiding doctors through complex treatments. One of the most remarkable aspects of Egyptian medicine was their use of honey as an antiseptic. This natural remedy was used to treat wounds and prevent infections, showcasing their resourcefulness. The Egyptians also developed prosthetic limbs, demonstrating their ingenuity and compassion. These early prosthetics were crafted with care, allowing individuals to regain some mobility and dignity. While their medical practices were intertwined with religious beliefs, they did not let superstition hinder their pursuit of medical knowledge. Priests often served as doctors, blending spiritual and physical healing. There's no denying their skill. Ancient Egyptian doctors were highly respected, and their expertise was sought after, even by neighboring civilizations. They paved the way for future advancements in medicine, leaving a legacy that would influence medical practices for centuries to come. Their contributions are a testament to their brilliance and dedication to the art of healing. Let's return to the Nile, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. This mighty river, stretching over 6,650 kilometers, has been the cradle of one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history. Its waters have witnessed the rise and fall of dynasties, the construction of monumental structures, and the daily lives of millions. The Nile wasn't just a source of water, it was the foundation of Egyptian civilization. Without it, the vast desert would have been uninhabitable. The river's predictable flooding patterns allowed the Egyptians to develop a stable agricultural system, which in turn supported the growth of their society. Its annual floods deposited fertile silt onto the land, making agriculture possible. This natural irrigation system was crucial for growing crops like wheat and barley, which were staples of the Egyptian diet. The abundance of food allowed the civilization to flourish and expand. For the Egyptians, it was a time of celebration, a sign that the gods were smiling upon them. Festivals and rituals were held to honor the river and the deities believed to control its flow. These celebrations were integral to the cultural and religious fabric of ancient Egypt. The Nile provided more than just sustenance. It was a transportation artery and a source of inspiration. Boats traveled up and down the river, carrying goods, people, and ideas. This facilitated trade and communication, linking various parts of the kingdom and beyond. The Nile's influence permeated every aspect of Egyptian life. From the food they ate to the gods they worshipped, the river was at the heart of it all. It shaped their calendar, their economy, and their worldview. It was, in every sense of the word, the gift of the Nile. This phrase, coined by the Greek historian Herodotus, encapsulates the river's profound impact on the civilization that thrived along its banks. Even today, we're reminded of the vital role the Nile played in Egypt's rise and decline. The river continues to be a source of life and inspiration, connecting the past with the present in a timeless flow. In ancient Egypt, the line between the human and animal world was often blurred. Animals played a central role in Egyptian religion and daily life, and no animal held a more revered place than the cat. Cats, associated with the goddess Bastet, were considered sacred. They were protectors of the home and symbols of good fortune. Harming a cat was a serious offense. Cats were often mummified and buried in elaborate tombs. Archaeologists have unearthed millions of cat mummies. The Egyptians' relationship with animals provides a glimpse into their spiritual beliefs. It's a reminder that in ancient cultures, humans were not the only beings deserving of respect. As we've seen, the fall of ancient Egypt was a complex process. Yet despite its eventual demise, ancient Egypt's culture and innovations continue to captivate the world. From the enigmatic smile of the Sphinx to the intricate hieroglyphs, ancient Egypt beckons us to explore its mysteries. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating historical insights.